For Sisco has more.
We know Uhuru Kenyatta has been declared the winner in Kenya's repeat poll.
I wish to declare Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta as President-elect and Honorable William Ruto as the Deputy President-elect.
That was days ago. That's also who they are. Again, Kenyatta and Deputy Ruto have received the most votes at the polls. And again, Raila Odinga and his opposition party are challenging the results and election process in the courts. Odinga Tuesday called the repeat vote a sham, and he won't accept the outcome of what he calls a sham election.
This election must not stand. If allowed to stand, it will make a complete mockery of elections and might well be the end of the ballot as a means of instituting a government in Kenya.
The election board says the poll met constitutionally required standards, and presidential candidates, their agents, and observers have access to the servers and logs used in the repeat poll. Africa 54's Vincent McCory is in Kenya.
What Mr. Odinga is saying basically is that he's forming a kind of an alternative to the existing government at the moment. And he's saying that NASA will now be pushing for the formation of what he called the Assembly of the People, People's Assembly, that will run Kenya until a legislative executive is elected and formed.
Any reaction so far from whatever quarters?
The truth is that there have been also others who are concerned about the future of this country. For example, a coalition of trade unions, civil society, academicians, faith-based organizations, even people with disabilities and minorities under the umbrella We the People today said the October 26th rerun presidential election was a sham, and they have called President Kenyatta as lacking legitimacy. So it's not only Raila and his coalition that are concerned about the country's state and the future, but many more people, many more groups.
What is the general mood in the country?
Well, first, let me actually start by saying that we have seen violence, you've seen killings, but not once have you heard the president of the nation, Uhuru Kenyatta, or his deputy, acknowledge that dozens of civilians have been killed by the police, including children. There hasn't been some kind of even just sympathetic statement from the government side. Now, people are wondering whether this is showing a sense of insensitivity to certain groups of people. Most people say there is need to have a conversation by all stakeholders. It is not about Raila Odinga. It is about so many Kenyans who feel that there is something wrong and there is a need to address some issues which make Kenyans feel excluded from the mainstream.
President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta is appealing for calm and says he'll accept the Supreme Court's rulings.
Let them first and foremost exhaust their constitutionally laid out processes. Let them go to court. Let them do whatever they want.
About 50 people have died in violence since Mr. Kenyatta was declared the winner of the August election. Also killed and tortured an election official just prior to the first vote. Paul Sisco, VOA News, Washington.